London streets, nigga. London streets, my boy. London streets, nigga. GGG.
He has like a big laceration, you know. It was kind of deep. He lost a lot of blood. He went through surgery. He's gonna have full recovery. That's a fact.
Never post me on her main page. This is not filtered. Then I check the page. She do not listen. Dance for me, okay. Tap to the head. What the fuck?
But it's gonna take a little while, you know. But yeah, I think he said it was like 17 inches, but you know.
Damn!
But I ain't gonna lie, they for what it's worth, yes, somebody definitely went, you know, try to kill him, you know.
Use that. Hey, what the fuck?
There's like mad rumors and like fake stuff about it. That video is not real. So
Chill.
that video that they're saying is top 5, like that's not top 5. He told me, he said he was at this after party spot. You know, he felt like people followed him. And
He lied!
he was taking a picture with a fan while he was going into the club.
He lied!
Because I asked him where his homies was at, and he's like, yo, I was with 20 people. I get to the spot. I get there earlier than them. I'm walking in the spot. I think they're already there. So really, I'm alone.
He lied!
And then, so he goes to take a picture with someone, and, you know, somebody kind of ran up on him. You know, but... Again, I'm gonna just throw the allegedly on there, because I know everybody like running with the false things. This got nothing to do with the UK. Like,
We're at 17.
Top 5 in here, eh? Where are we going tonight? Let them know.
That's a great question.
There's no killers in the UK. There's no killers in the UK. There's no killers in the UK. There's like serious guys. They're not gonna come kill us.
No.
They're not gonna come kill us for safe. You can even show your address here. America.
Fuck.
Now listen.
All right, I'm gonna go shower. I'll see you in a bit.
W's.
My dog.
Throw some W's for the Milk Boys.
Let's go.
respectfully, it did happen in the UK. It has nothing to do with the UK. It's a good...
There's no killers in the UK. There's like...
meme. That's what I'm saying. Online will create a whole story, and it's completely wrong. It has nothing to do with him saying earlier in the day, there's no, like, killer.
There's no killers in the UK. There's like...
That has nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that. It's some whole other shit. You know, just, you know, it's just not that. So...
My dogs. Yo, I'm out of here.
W's for top 5.
Never, always pushing for the doubt. Hit a left and a right fist right to their mouth. I was never cocky figure till I started stacking figures. How you make a cocky nigga give him all the traffic? Always humble, but I got a couple bad habits. Set the numbers adding zeros to these mathematics. Get you talking different, walking like you gangbanging.
Salute to the gang, man. Salute to the bill. Drop a like, drop a comment. Continuing this Litty Reacts 30 for 30 series. Alright, gang, and listen, y'all saw that. Yo, Matthew, pay attention. I want you to pay attention, alright? Because that's what happens. That's what happens when you pop shit and you ain't about shit. You dig? Like, that's what happens when you pop shit and you ain't about shit. And Akademiks right now trying to run around, sitting here trying to spin narratives. And that's what I'm so tired of y'all sitting there trying to spin narratives. See, I can't have no beef with you because, see, I already knew what I was getting with you. coming into the game, listen, watching you on the come up, like, understand, bro, we understand that there has to be some frauds in this business so you have something to dissect and pick apart. But you can't have everybody be like that. So we got to course correct every time they're out here trying to spin narratives. Act, like, listen, I get it. The reason why, Act, you feel so emboldened, I get it. I saw it the other day. Don't worry, we gonna get to it. There's a whole bunch of series left. But I get it. You pop shit online, you catch these guys on live, and they don't do nothing. I get it. But you're academics. Again, we understand the frauds and what they provide to the whole, you know what I'm saying? To the bigger picture. We understand it. When we got guys like Matthew, though, that literally pulling from their ass all these narratives, and they pull from that, we got to check that, because we can't have more of you acts. You're sitting here trying to present a narrative that nothing popped off when we clearly saw it. It was on the UK news. You guys try to pop off the narrative that Drake, said did his thing, and he may have done his thing, but it didn't hit. It didn't hit. He had all his boys out there, from Top5, to Mr. Mazzaman, to all these guys. Nobody hit. Nobody hit, but they got hit. They got hit. And for those that don't know Top5, go pop over to I'll Drop This Later. Look at the history on this channel. Literally popped off second season of this John. Sitting there talking about this guy, Top5 and Aiden activities. Because that's all they do. They clout chase. Clickbait. Remember, clickbait is evolved to clout baiting. It's evolved to clout baiting. They looking to be the centers of attention. You remember that dude that was sitting there doing, I think he a Christian, whole Christian now. I think it was Bunk Gang or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know in the comments. But Bunk Gang, remember Bunk Gang? When he was sitting there doing all the crazy, you know what I'm saying? Getting on top of me. If you don't know who Bunk Gang is, this dude that was doing everything for clout. Running out of stores with sneakers, you know what I'm saying? Sitting there, he got arrested like umpteen times, you know what I'm saying? Standing in, he got subscribers. This guy poured a whole vanilla milkshake over himself, because that's what y'all do. Top5 got ran. Let's give a little quick Litty recap. Top5 is the dude that ran, when he got pressed in a bodega, I think in your own city, but you're going to go to somebody else's city and say they're not going to do nothing? I told y'all I respect the UK. Do I think that y'all better artists than us? No, y'all not going to have that. I stand on my 10. Y'all not going to have that. As much as I love the music, as much as I love the story, as much as I love, you know what I'm saying, what y'all bringing to hip-hop, y'all not going to take away and say, like, yo, y'all better than us. Because without us, y'all won't have none of the references to feed off of. You can't talk gunplay. You could talk knife play. And when you understand that, like, why would you be over there? I said in my other John, when we don't have certain things, you figure it out. You take away guns, what do you think they're going to play with? Knives, gang. There is no gunfight. Now it's a straight-up knife fight. Do you understand? I just see the video of a homie. I said it on my live. Homie getting unk, and he getting, and booked it. It looked the same as you. This ain't for the monetization. This is you, gang. That was you. In the beginning of the video, that was you, brody. You have pictures on Twitter laid out behind the car. Allegedly. You said it. Homie damn near got his body cut in half. 19 inches, 17 inches, whatever. This guy went past whole 12. Past a whole 12, that's more than $150. They're like 290 you, gang. Like, they just they didn't care. Because when you pop shit online, see a lot of other people, they don't play these YouTube games. They don't sit here and do all these extra aesthetics, and that's what y'all playing with now. Y'all playing, see, the era of all this soft, you know what I'm saying? The soft and shit, you know what I'm saying? All that is over. It's over. Throw that away. The days of these nerds, the guys that be sitting inside watching what everybody else is doing outside, that's gone. It's gone skis. Y'all watched us. Gang, I was the one sitting there. Like I've said it before. I'm the dude. I was sitting there at 13 years old, 12, 13, sitting there moving around, like doing. I wasn't supposed to be moving. Yo, sneaking out of the house, gang. Riding a bike at 2, 3 in the morning, trying to make plays. Yeah, I got my homework done. I did all that, but gang, you know, anybody that's from the hood knows, gang. Like you have your plays. You still wasn't trying to get caught by your moms. I had to get home before, you know what I'm saying, moms got home. I still had a ultimate, you know what I'm saying, plan ahead of time. I wasn't going to do my whole life doing that shit. Plus, I had OGs that wasn't going to allow me to, you know what I'm saying, play in that lane forever because we had to evolve. We had to grow. Just like I told Q, you can't sit here like, gang, you can't sit here. You got to evolve. You got to evolve. We trying to one-up them. Oh, y'all doing this streets and y'all getting caught? Psh, we're going to try to one-up you. We're not going to try to get caught. We're going to try to move militant. You do all this other stuff, bro. Top 5. I come from a place where you don't talk. You don't do all this talking. You do all. So when I see this, it's annoying. It's annoying to see this play out. It's annoying to see these guys sit there and constantly do this yapping. All this Tekashi. You gotta blame Tekashi for that. He made it okay. You gotta blame Ack for that. You gotta blame Charleston White for that. You gotta blame DJ Vlad for that. You see how we already got the characters? They already do enough. So when you have a little lame, a little lummy, like Top 5, who's Drake's shooter, and you have these cosigns and act, why? Because you paid him millions of dollars, that's your artist? But wasn't your artist, you said free Top 5 over a case. Did y'all look into the case? Y'all see this was over a kid? When you have his family out there outright just saying like, yo, how y'all sitting there, you know what I'm saying? You got him. Yo, this guy literally went on a press run saluting his lawyer. Never said he was not guilty. Never said none of this extra ish. He killed the kid because he got in your feelings. But you didn't press nobody in that bodega. You wasn't doing all of that hype when they pressed you in that Mercedes. But you sit here, right? You sit here and you have stuff like this, right? You have stuff like this where, Brody, you're literally shouting out, shout out to the big bro Champagne Poppy for the lawyer. You know what I'm saying? Like, for the lawyer fees and Gary Grill for being the best lawyer in Toronto. There's no remorse there. I don't care if you're a hood, like, yo, you a kid coming home from grabbing some pizza because his families, you know what I'm saying, they were about to be out the hood. I'm not going to tell y'all. It's right here. Zero clue this was even a thing, and that's your boy. That's Drake right there. That is Drake right there, bro. That is Drake right there. Chilling with Top 5. His top shooter. Zero clue this was a thing. This shit, it hit like a blow to the stomach. Just so we're clear, my baby cousin was murdered in the parking lot of his home. This is a trial about the murder of a kid, a child, on the way home from a pizza place. Not in street politics, not a part of nothing, a kid. My baby brother had to find his best friend that night lifeless. I used to appeal to this man. We all looked up to him. This is the wildest move. What the fuck are you doing, Champagne Poppy? Justice for, you know what I'm saying? You move on. Rest in peace to the little homie. You know what I'm saying? But you move on and you realize, right? Hashim was the only son of his mom, bro. You took away a whole kid. He can't even give his mom generations. That's their only son. He played video games. He was a gamer. And him and my brother were the softest, nerdiest, best friends. I ain't gonna say the word cutest. Y'all ain't gonna get me with that. Respectfully. He rarely was allowed to leave the house. His mom was so protective. She only had him and his beautiful sister, Haman. They're the nicest people, and they had finally found a place out the hood. We were so happy for them. It would take us a little longer to meet them out there, but they got out. This happened after they closed on a new place. His mom let him go out to get pizza with his friend one night before they moved, and his son never came through that door ever again. He never got to move into his new room. Who's fighting for them? He never got to see his first year out the teens through. All right? And this the homie. Yo, Matthew, that's your man's mans. Yo, Maul, that's your man's mans. Yo, Act, that's your man's mans. But y'all just chalk it up to, oh, it's just top 5 being top 5. But on a local level, there's a family suffering behind this dude, this clown. So if you don't think, I don't feel no sorries. It was supposed to happen. You brought that energy, the energy that you put out. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You dig? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You dig? That man was charged with murder. They put a GPS tracker on him. All right? He took it off, fled to the States. Don't even know how he got past the border with that kind of charge. LAPD found him, and somehow he still got off a charge. He fled out the country to evade. Thank you, Drake. Your version of justice means Hashim's sister had to watch her brother's murderer celebrating on TV, which he did. In act, you celebrated that dude. He insisted if that tells you anything about the caliber of people we're dealing with here during her honeymoon. People can't even mourn or heal with dignity. When I came back from Portland, they told me OVO 40 was one of the good guys. He was really trying to find a solution for what's going on in the city. This is the solution. Any and everything he does here after every mom has to hear him sing about murdering their son, their kid. That's on y'all. The blood is on your hands. All right? And that's his lawyer right there. Shout out to Big Bro, Champagne Poppy for the lawyer fees, and Gary Grill for being the best lawyer in Toronto. Like, but that's y'all mans. Where are the specials on that, Matthew? Where are the breakdowns and the sleepless nights on that, Matthew? Yo, Maul, Rory, where is the conversation of, yo, did he deserve this? Yo, Act, where's the conversation where you hold your mans accountable instead of sitting there trying to play like he wasn't there and he wasn't talking his mess like he normally does? It's be different if this was out of character for the boy, but it's not. You got away with the little trick, the little, you know what I'm saying, the ankle bracelet trick the first time. Then you popped out a few months ago. You know what I'm saying? You were the same boy that was sitting there popping out.
Share it out.
Trying to trick everybody. Trying to trick everybody.
I don't know how to do this. You can't cut it with this.
Don't let her do it. You cutting it. Don't cut it, bro. Cut it, bro. No, are you stupid? Hold the cops, man. Cut it.
You were trying to trick everybody into thinking that you were under this crazy thing because you're trying to, again, clout baiting. They do this for clout. You know what I'm saying? They do this for clout. The police came outside, though.
With regard to the ankle bracelet, Mr. Ali was well within his right to not be wearing that ankle bracelet. He wasn't on any conditions to wear it. So him having cut that off on social media was sort of part of, I guess, his information that he wanted to put out, part of his persona perhaps, but he wasn't actually required to have that.
Like,
with regards to the ankle bracelet.
You're not that guy, bro. You're not that guy. You got caught up. You know what I'm saying? You got caught up, Brody. Like, that's your Mercedes, Brody. That's your Mercedes. And I wish I could show the other picture, but the other picture shows, you know what I'm saying, go run it back. Run the beginning back. It's cut off, but you're laid right there. I'm watching you. You're laid right there. Gang, you're right there. Like the Aura kid, you know what I'm saying? You're right there. They caught you, gang. They caught you. Yeah, they caught you, gang. Yeah, they caught you, gang. Again, I'm going to keep saying this. The days of the soft, you know what I'm saying? The soft little kids that are stuck in grown man bodies, you know what I'm saying? That could never get out of that fix off they, you know what I'm saying? They were raised off their mom's tit and they try to sit there and play hard and talk to everybody the way that they talk to and think there's no consequences behind that camera. Gang, there's always consequences behind the camera. You got to watch what you say. You got to watch where you at. Because people, they're done. They're done playing. You dig? They're done.
Never, always pushing for the doubt. Hit a left and a right fist right to their mouth. I was never cocky figure till I started stacking figures. How you make a cocky nigga give him all the traffic? Always humble, but I got a couple bad habits. Set the numbers adding zeros to these mathematics. Get you talking different, walking like you gang banging.